ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they play. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the after party. I am Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you here with me, and I appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe buttons, hit the notification icons. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the streams, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. If you're new over on Kick, hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Donate a subscription to somebody, guys. Every little bit helps the channel, guys. Every little bit helps. I put it all back into the channel. Every little bit helps. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Hit the follow button over on Kick. If you ain't got a Kick account, go over to Kick and make an account. Because YouTube trying to get us out of here, y'all. YouTube trying to get us out of the paint. The powers that be do not want us out here spreading all of this truth and real information that they don't want to get out of there. As we see what's happening with Benny Johnson and Tim Pool and those guys, man. They trying to make them the new Russian bots. They try to make them the new Russian bots. Russia collusion 2.0 is what they want to call it. We all know it's some AstroTurf shit by one of those three-letter agencies, but I digress. But that's what they're going to use as a pretext as we get closer to election day to discredit the big voices in the conservative movement, the big voices that's out there in the MAGA movement, the big voices in the truth movement. They're going to use that Russian bot tag and try to say that there's a lot of misinformation going around. You don't believe me? Look at how they did the Hunter Biden laptop story. Look at what they did with the Russia collusion hoax. They ran with it and they ran cover for it and they lied to you guys. Even when they got found out that it was some bullshit, they still lied about it. So like I said, they gonna want to get us out the paint. Y'all know I'm the most banned Hotep. I got banned for medical misinformation like a couple of weeks ago. And they're still demonetizing videos on my channel. Every day I wake up with a new fucking notification from YouTube saying they done demonetized the video on my channel or block some shit worldwide. That's like months old or years old. They're trying to get us out on trumped up charges, pardon the pun. They're trying to get us out of here on trumped up charges, guys. So like I said, if you're over on YouTube or you're on Rumble, also go follow us over on Kick. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. A cup of coffee a month, y'all. A cup of coffee a month can help support the cause, help support the channel. Anyway, guys, let's get to it. So, oh man, listen. So this shooting yesterday is getting real sketchy. It's getting real sketchy because now you got neighbors saying, we ain't never seen this kid before. What? The neighbors are coming out saying that we ain't never seen this kid before yesterday. Get the fuck out of here, right? Shout out to The Redacted. It's one of my favorite shows now on YouTube. Shout out to The Redacted. They be out there putting shit out there. So check this out.
Last few hours, we received the first picture of 14-year-old Colt Gray. This is a yearbook photo that a parent shared with 11 Alive, picture taken 2 years ago when he was in middle school. Gray was booked overnight facing murder charges, and he will be tried as an adult. 11 Alive's Ariana Manise joining us now with what we know about his first court appearance. Ariana.
Cheryl, he'll make his first court appearance tomorrow morning at the Borough County Courthouse. Already investigators are combing through evidence in connection to Colt Gray. Now, 11 Alive, we went to his home yesterday, which is about 6 miles away from Appalachia High School, where we saw ATF investigators. They spent hours going in and out of his home. Now, we spoke to a neighbor who lives across the street from him, and she says she only would see his younger siblings and his dad and wasn't aware that he lived at the home until yesterday when she saw him waiting for the bus the first time.
You got a neighbor who said, yeah, I used to see the little brother and sister running around, but I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen him. What? Oh my gosh. Let me fast forward to the other part. Where is it? Is it right here? Bow. Here we go.
An air for posting this eagle-eyed neighbor watch.
Here at the home where he lived with his father and 2 younger siblings. This house right here along Harrison Mill Road is only about 6 miles from Appalachia High School. Now, until today, the neighbor directly across the street never even knew a teenager lived at this home. Only seen his 2 younger siblings around, but never Colt Gray until this morning.
He had on jeans, a dark or black zip-up hoodie with the hood up, and a black backpack. I don't know. I just felt odd. So hours later, this starts unfolding, and then my grandson sends me a picture that's one of the students at Appalachia snapped of the shooter when he had his gun in his hand, and he said, Gigi, is this who you saw? And that was the boy.
This just hours ago, the FBI confirming Colt Gray was flagged by their National Threat Operations Center last year, accused of making online threats tied to shooting up a high school. The FBI says the Jackson County Sheriff's Office tracked those threats down to Colt Gray. They went to his home, spoke to his father and to Colt as well. Now, his father told them these were his hunting guns and that Colt never had unsupervised access to these guns. Colt also denying making those threats online.
Bruh, shout out to the Redacted podcast. Gotta give them that Don DeMarco using their content. Yo. Bruh, what was the other thing on here? Where is it at? Hold on. Because apparently, like, minutes after the alleged shooting went down, there was a memo or something went out from, like, let me see if I can't find it. This is it right here. Check this shit out. Back it up a little bit. Let's go right here. Boom. Check this shit out.
4 people are dead, 9 injured. 2 students, 2 teachers. Sources in Georgia sent us this fundraising email. Thank you to this source for sending this. If you're watching, thank you. This was sent out within minutes of the shooting from Democrats trying to raise money for Democrats, blaming Republicans for the shooting. This was sent out as an email. Republican Mike Collins has blood on his hands. The deaths in Barrow County are a direct result of his support for weapons of war. He's hiding behind the Second Amendment. He must be defeated. He's our #1 target in Georgia. Help send a message now. Donate to defeat him. Donate to restrict weapons sales. Donate for common sense gun reform. Donate to remove guns from the hands of violent white male killers. Okay. We need red flag laws in Georgia, and Mike Collins stands in the way. Okay. So you can unpack that all you want.
So allegedly in minutes that went out. The fucking shooting wasn't even fresh yet. Almost like they had it in their back pocket to release. Not to mention this kid, the neighbors. Oh yeah, I seen the other little kids running around in the neighborhood in the yard and stuff, but I've never seen him until the day of the shooting. I've never seen this kid. Are you serious? I've seen the brother, I've seen the little sister, but I've never seen this kid until the day of the shooting. Bruh. What'd I tell you guys? Now, I don't know. Maybe he was staying with his mother, but then we said the mother got problems. He was in and out of I don't know if he was in and out of foster care or not. I don't know how that shit go. But apparently, the brother and sister wasn't. Neighbor never seen him. He's straight. He must have been in that Montauk University. He must have been in Montauk University. Oh my gosh! Did they scrub the house too? The same like the shooter, like the Trump would-be assassin. That's interesting. Didn't see that yet, guys. Like I said, this shit is too perfect. Kamala down in the polls. She need a win. I told you that. I said they got to give her a win. I said they got to give her either they got to let her assassinate some terrorist, or they got to give her a shooting, or they got to give her a hate crime. It looked like she get a hate crime and a school shooting all at the same time. What's up, Ron? Ron in the building. What's the deal? This shit is wild, yo. This shit is wild. Like I said, I don't know what this kid is. I don't know if he was one of the kids in the fucking IEP class, if he got issues too. I don't know. What I do know is this, is that the alphabet agencies ain't opposed to talking to these kids via these message boards that they keep finding them in. Because allegedly last year, the reason why he was on the FBI's radar is because he was talking about, shooting up a school on a video game message board. How many times we found out about the shooter through a video game message board? I told you about the story about the FBI being sued by a family because the FBI was talking to their kid on a message board, trying to get him to do some shit. Kid was like on the spectrum or something was wrong with the kid, had Asperger's or something. Parents found out, levied a lawsuit against the FBI. They do this. Like I said, go watch Mercury Rising. They do shit like this. And they social engineer these kids. They groom these kids to do this type of shit. But I find it highly suspicious that the neighbors, the nosy neighbors at that, like, yo, I never seen this kid until yesterday. Wild. He took him alive. He's supposed to go, I guess, he's supposed to have a hearing tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. We'll probably never hear from his mouth what the fuck ever went down. We'll probably never hear from him. We'll hear from the news though. We'll get the cliff notes from the news. I'm not saying the kid didn't do it, but it's real interesting to me. Also, there are reports that kids heard more than one shooter. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The kids heard more than one shooter. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I told you guys, this puts me in mind of, like I said, I've always had this theory that kids on the spectrum are easier to influence and reach via certain means than, kids not on the spectrum. And I'm not talking about just through influence. I'm talking through like a frequency. I've always said that. There was, back in 2015, 2014, 2016, they were talking about gang stalking. Anybody, flame emojis in the chat if you've heard of the gang stalking, right? Put fire emojis in the chat if you heard of the term gang stalking. But gang stalking was when people were hearing these voices in their head, and it wasn't them making up the voices. This is like they were hearing actual people telling them to do shit that they didn't want to do. Right? It was calling it gang stalking, aka they were saying it was some technology called the voice of God that they were able to reach people in a certain frequency and implant thoughts and shit like that, or talk to them in their head. You know what I mean? So this kid was in the military. I told you guys the story. The Fort Lauderdale shooting. Go look it up. That is the Fort Lauderdale shooting was a very interesting shooting to look into. That shit was really interesting because this kid went to the Anchorage FBI and said, help, somebody keeps telling me to do some shit in my head. I don't want to do it and I don't want to hurt anybody. Help me, please. Anchorage police, just like in this case, turned the kid over to the Anchorage FBI turned the kid over to the Anchorage police. Anchorage police couldn't levy any type of they couldn't keep the guy, right? Because other than what he's saying, he's completely sane. They let him go, give him his gun back. He gets on a plane to Fort Lauderdale, trying to get I think it was Puerto Rico. He had a layover in Florida, apparently. Next thing you know, he's shooting. Well, he shot at somebody. If you look at the video footage, it looked like he saw somebody that he recognized, and he shot at him. He didn't shoot indiscriminately because it was a kid and the father walking in front of him. He could have just popped them if he was doing some indiscriminate shit. But look, he saw somebody that he recognized or whatever, or he thought was out, and he started shooting. But then there were other people in the airport that said there was shooting going on elsewhere, not where he was at, elsewhere. There were construction workers working across the street who said, "Yeah, nah, we saw a dude with a rifle in the window. Guy didn't have a rifle; he had a handgun. The kid that they arrested had a handgun. It was construction workers said, "Yo, we saw a dude with rifles. They were shooting out the window." That shit got swept under the rug. That kid was the lone shooter. Everybody skated past the fact that the Anchorage FBI let him go. That this guy came to him and said, help. The fact that the Anchorage police let him go. I find that really interesting. This right here. Nobody knew about this kid. At least none of the neighbors. But they found him on a message board. We knew about him on a message board. They always find out about these kids and these shooters on a message board. Is it a Langley message board? Is that the message board? Is it a message board that y'all created on a game y'all created? You find a vulnerable kid and you start to groom him into doing some heinous shit when you need him to do some heinous shit. Remember what they said about the Parkland shooter? When they got to him, he was all fucked up. He was dazed. He was confused. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. I think that people on the spectrum can hear certain frequencies, and I think that the government figured that shit out. That's just me. But I'm not giving this kid no bail. He did what he did. But it's the fact that this letter, right? This letter from whatever nonprofit was fucking ready to rock and roll the minute this happened. The fact that the FBI had this kid on their radar and they didn't keep tabs on him or nothing. The fact that this is happening the week before, it is happening a week before the debates that's supposed to happen next week. The fact that every time we got an election cycle, whether it's midterms or presidential election, something like this happens. You never heard gang stalking before, Melinda? It's interesting. Check it out. I went down a whole rabbit hole back in the day when I first heard about it. Like, I know there's evil in the world, guys. And you can't legislate away evil. Somebody got murder on their mind, they're going to figure it out. All you can do is put people in the best position possible to protect themselves. That's all you can do. But for these things to happen, coincidentally, like perfect timing, right? For this shit to be perfect timing, we are around, election day is around the corner. The first and probably last debate between Kamala Harris and Donnie T is next Tuesday. She's losing. Like I said, and they got to give her a win. That might not be the last one. Be on the lookout for some third shit happening this weekend. They need something to send it over the top. If what happened yesterday ain't enough. Check this out. Let me find it real quick. Let's see. Scott's Level, Swannons, Old Court Road. Let's go here real quick. See if I can't find it. Scott's Level, Scott's Level, boom. Coming down. Where is it at? Here it is. So I never got a chance to get that, but I was like, a picture for you guys. But guess what? Good old Google Maps. I'm gonna show you this Jewish school. Okay? Because they always ask, prayers aren't enough. We gotta protect our children, right? But then we say harden the schools. That's too much. We can't make our kids go through metal detectors. We can't have armed officers or armed security personnel walking around the school. It's going to scar the children, right? Look at this shit. All right, let's go. Matter of fact, let's go full. Let's go full. Bow. All right, let's see. Can I turn? There we go. Look at that shit right there. Do you see it? Do you see it? Let me just zoom in. Do you see that shit? Look at this. Somebody look at this. Somebody take a look at this. I pass this almost every day. Jabari knows where this is. Jabari know where this is. This is a Jewish learning compound, guys. This is a Jewish school right here. This is a Jewish school. Okay? Do you see the wrought iron fence? Like somebody tried to run into that shit right there. Do you see the wrought iron fence right there? Do you see the guard shack? Do you see the guard shack? They check under the cars and everything. Look at this shit. Look at this. You see this? You can't get into school. Look, there go the fucking little security cart. And if you see the security guard out there, he got a drop leg host. He got a plate carrier. He got the little mirror to look under the car and all of that. There go Jabari right there. I'm not sure what the name of this one is. Let me see if we can. I'm gonna have to probably back up to look at this real quick. But that's the school right there. You see that? You see the fencing? You got a camera right there. Cameras everywhere. The first thing the kids see is an armed officer coming in there. But your politicians want you to believe that they can't do the same thing for public schools around the country. Like, really? Make that make sense. Stop jujitsu. All right, you see this? Look at this. And it's the same on the other side. It's a compound. It's a compound. The school was supposed to be secure. I don't know what to tell you. Let's try not to get some copyrights. There we go. But we can do the same thing with our public schools here. The school, what they call secure, just having, I guess they had a couple of school resource officers. More secure than Tim Pool's compound. I don't know. I've been to Tim Pool's compound. I walked up to the front door. They was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Oh, man. But this is what I was talking about, guys. This school right here. Let's see if I can't see the name of the school. Can't get closer than that. Let me go back a little more. Yeah, I can't make that out. I can't even read whatever the heck that say right there. But yeah, I mean, so why can't we do that for our schools? Not to mention Baltimore City Public Schools, like I said earlier today, Baltimore City Public Schools, metal detectors, they wear clear book bags. But these politicians, these gun grabbing liberals, will scar the children. We can't do that. Well, you're not gonna be able to get every gun off the fucking street. And like I said, even if you were able to get every gun off the street, right? Guess what? Then we just have fucking mass stabbings. We just have mass stabbings. And you get every knife off the street, now we just got we got improvised explosives at schools now. Mass bludgeoning. Somebody bring a baseball bat and just start teeing off on kids. Again, like I said, if somebody, if they got murder on their mind, people gonna figure that shit out. They don't need a gun to do it. They gonna get creative. But they don't want to have a serious talk about protecting kids in school. Because in my opinion, protecting kids in school involves a good old-fashioned gun. I think teachers should be able to carry guns. I don't care what nobody say. I think there's a way to do it. I think there's a way to facilitate it. The teachers that go, I'm not carrying a gun, then no, you don't fucking carry a gun then. Matter of fact, because I hear people say it all the time. I'm not carrying a gun. I might fuck around and shoot one of them motherfuckers. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't even be a fucking teacher. You can't control yourself. You shouldn't even be a fucking teacher. Are we being for real here? Are we being for real here? Shit is ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of hearing that. Like stop. But yeah, no, you're the type of person that we wouldn't want to carry a gun. Get the teachers a psych eval, the ones that want to carry guns. If they pass the psych eval, then they go through the police academy for 12 weeks or 10 weeks or whatever, how many weeks summer vacation is. That's how you do it. If the teacher's on meds, then no. I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, if the teachers, if the meds keep the teacher straight and the teacher can pass a background check maybe for themselves, but, as far as criteria for carrying in school, I agree. I agree. Trying to find this one thing. I can't find it. Interesting. It's gone. That's weird. Why is it gone off my channel? It might be one of them videos that YouTube block worldwide and the shit gone. How about that? That's crazy. I had this rant where I was talking about you can't legislate away evil. And it is no longer. Oh no, it's right here. It is right here. It's right here. But, you know, you can't legislate away violence. It's always going to be a thing. All you can do is put people in the best position to defend themselves by any means necessary. That includes your kids and teachers and faculty and staff. There's a reason why they pick these schools, guys. Soft targets. Think about it. If you have no safeguards in place, you have no magnetometers, you have no doors that lock themselves automatically. You only relying on a school resource officer. And if you can defeat the school resource officer, there you go. Now you can do what you want to do. But understand, like, they keep saying, oh, AR-15s are designed to kill a bunch of people really fast. Okay. I can do the same thing with my shotgun. You know, we got to do something about mental health. Just like Insight say, nobody want to talk about SSRIs. We got to do something about mental health. We talked about this yesterday. I told you somebody close to me started taking I ain't gonna say antipsychotics, whatever you want to call them, right? But the way they were prescribing them was guessing which ones would work and which ones wouldn't. Which two compounds to put together and which ones not to. They were guessing, using my loved one as a guinea pig for their guessing. Wild. I'm like, this how y'all fucking do it? Y'all just taking educated guesses? This treats this and then this treats this. Take this. Now I feel this way. Okay, well, only take one of these, take two of these, and then take this to counteract this. Now I can't do this. Okay, well, it's crazy. That's what they do. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, is this how they diagnose people and treat people with mental illness? So how many times they get this shit wrong? Because they just fucking guessing. So how many times they get this shit wrong and then somebody fucking turn into fucking, I don't know, The Walking Dead, and then they go and do some crazy shit and don't even know they did the crazy shit. So not only you gotta look at SSRIs, you gotta look at the doctors prescribing this shit. Because some of these motherfuckers are dumb or have no common sense about them. I agree, holistic is always better. Limitless said it's dope dealing. This shit crazy, yo. I sat there and I listened and I'm like, what? And I don't know shit about it. I'm like, that don't make sense. Well, I feel worse. Well, it sounds like them two things are canceling each other out and something's not working. I'm like, yo, you should probably just not fucking take anything and just fucking deal with that shit until you over it or something. Like, it was driving me mad and I wasn't the one going through it. So imagine how many people on SSRIs they should not be on SSRIs. Think about that. How many people on SSRIs that shouldn't even be on them bitches? And then people get put on that shit and they fucking go nuts. Or they do some crazy shit. Hell, Ambien, you take enough Ambien, you fucking sleepwalking. Think about that. I know a bunch of people that take Ambien and said they be sleepwalking. So imagine with, I don't know, you pick a fucking antipsychotic with you while you sleep. Effects last 8 to 12 months minimum. That's wild. So we don't know if this kid was on meds or whatever because of the shit that he was going through in the house. Allegedly, he was being abused. So we don't know if the kid was doing some shit. We don't know. We don't know. All we know is that the FBI knew about him through an alleged fucking chat room on the game, message board in the game. Like for some reason, that's how they find all the shooters. Message board on the game. Then allegedly, the same FBI agent that was assigned to his case when he was on their radar was the same agent that was on other shooters' cases that shot shit up. What? What's up, kid? I'm gonna say that one more time. The same FBI agent that was on this kid's case when they had him on the radar is the same FBI agent who was on other cases where the person that case he was on ended up shooting some shit up. People call us wild out, crazy conspiracy theorists that we going too far. You're a conspiracy theorist. Like, guess what? You can fucking go to jail on conspiracy, bitch. I know motherfuckers that went to jail on conspiracy. So don't sit here and act like shit like this don't happen. Look how mesmerized our kids are when you give them a tablet. They fucking zombies. Zombies. Bruh. I guess we'll find out more tomorrow. Supposed to have a hearing for the kid tomorrow. I'm sure they'll start to make up a narrative after that. Like I said, the sheriff, when you heard the sheriff talking, it's like the sheriff was letting out a little bit of what's actually going on, what they're going to do. The sheriff kept saying there's no place for hate here. There's no place for hate here. I'm like, oh, is this going to be treated as a hate crime? Then they had the picture of the black kid with the autism. His face was plastered all over social media and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's about to be labeled as a hate crime. Just in time for Kamala to harp on during the debates. I wouldn't be shocked if some more shit happened this weekend or something. This shit is crazy. Exactly. Our conspiracies are usually right. And speculation is usually in the right direction. That's right. What's this? He sat on a bench in a restaurant for 5 hours. People were really concerned about why I was there, just staring out the window. It felt like 5 seconds. I watched the sun move fast. Damn, what were you drinking? Your kombucha? Your cosmic kombucha? Insight be having. Insight got some special kombucha he done fucking stumbled across and made that fucking take you into some other shit. I forgot I had the auto shit on. But guys, it's an election season. Get low. Get low. It won't be the last one that happens, guys. It won't be the last thing that happens. Let's put it like that. So, you got the elections coming up. First off, Donnie T, he had a town hall last night, which while everybody was watching the town hall, I was watching reruns of Amen. While everybody's watching the town hall, I was watching reruns of Amen. It's one of my favorite shows, guys. You don't even know. Jordan McLovin just gifted 5 subs. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Sleeksy, I guess that's how you say it. Just follow the channel. Archon 2011 just followed the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. If you guys don't mind, like I said, for a cup of coffee, hit that subscribe button, guys. For a cup of coffee, even if it's just for this month, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're gonna start doing members only content here on Kick. Whether it's you guys riding along with me while we playing video games or something like that, or movie night over here on Kick, we gonna make it happen, guys. So it's gonna be subscribers only. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, yo, I don't know why I wanted to watch Amen. I just did, and I just sat there and watched it, and like, I sat there and watched it till it was time to stream. I swear I did. And then after I finished streaming, I watched it some more, and I was like, oh shit, Donnie T had a fucking town hall. But I mean, don't get me wrong, Donnie T got my vote. But at the same time, it's like, I'm pretty sure it sounded just like the Elon Musk interview. It sounded like the Dr. Phil interview. Pretty sure it sounded like all the other interviews he's been doing, which salute to him. He's going on podcasts and giving these interviews, which I think is really helping him a lot. You know what I mean? He still need to come talk to the Hoteps. You know what I mean? But he's been going on these podcasts, but I'm pretty sure it's what he's talking about Kamala and J6 and the convictions and the sentencing and all this other shit. So if you want to go watch that, guys, go ahead. I was like, should I go back and review this? I was like, nah, it's the same old same. It's probably nothing new. The only thing new that I heard that came out is that Donnie T said that if he's elected, he will be willing to put out the Epstein client list. He will be willing to put out the Epstein client list. That might get him really assassinated. He said he's willing to do it. I'm interested to know. We already know who's on the list, right? We know that the Clintons did some heinous shit on there, but I digress. But that wasn't what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is the fact that on September 18th, I think is being alleged that they're going to try to put him in jail. They're going to try to arrest him and put him in Rikers on September the 18th. It was also alleged that Kamala Harris wanted to push the debates out, hoping that he would be arrested beforehand. And now you hear this term called lawfare being pushed around. I've never heard the term lawfare before today, actually. You know what I mean? I've never, heard that shit, come out before, today. I kept hearing the term lawfare. And I guess it's just, them weaponizing the judicial system against a political opponent. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see what happens. I think it's a terrible fucking idea. If I was on the left and I was a part of that thought process, I'd be like, you guys are fucking retarded. Go ahead and put him in jail and see how fast he wins this election from behind bars. Am I right about it, Melinda? Is that what lawfare is? Or their team? Okay. Like, I had never heard of it before today. I was like, oh shit, that's a good term. But they're weaponizing the judicial system against Donald Trump. We see that. Hell, even a lot of a crowd are trying to do some fucking Project Veritas shit, and they got a guy on hidden camera that works for the DOJ who said that it was bullshit. The entire indictment, the 34 convictions, was all bullshit, and it was all just to get him. It was all just to get him. Which I thought was interesting. I think it should go a lot more viral than it has. Crowder cringe, but sometimes he come through with some really good shit. But again, like I said, guys, what do you do when somebody got the hearts and minds of a people? He's a dangerous person. You got to assassinate their character in the court of public opinion. That's what they say. That's what fucking Bill Cooper said in Behold a Pale Horse. And we see that's how they roll. They even tried to kill the man. Drains their resources. We seen that with Donnie T. I've brought that up a million times on the channel. Right? They don't want him to be able to run a proper race. They want him tied up in all this legalese and all this other shit, taking him away from the campaign trail, hopefully to deplete his war chest. I've said that. I just never knew it was a fucking term for it. That's crazy. Yeah, Crowder exposing the lawfare. Get low and sharpen your bows and arrows, knives too, batteries and communication sources. Yeah. Yeah, they depleted Flynn's resources. I mean, he didn't have nearly as much resources as Donnie T does, but yeah, they did. The process is the punishment. This is the crazy part, right? There's no doubt in my mind that Donnie T can win this election, right? I don't think Kamala Harris is going to win. I think they're going to give it a valiant effort to see if they can get her through, but I don't think they're. I don't think they're like betting the house on her. I'll say, I don't think they're betting the house on her, but they are really trying to get her through there. But I don't think she can beat Donnie T. Right? The thing is, though, will they allow Donnie T to win? Right? Not the fact that if he can win, will they allow him to win? And something tells me that they won't allow him to win. They got to do something drastic to make sure he doesn't fucking make it to inauguration or to the fucking to election day. They got to do something. Yeah, they're just spinning and trying to control the narrative. Yeah, they're trying to make her seem like she's this new on the scene fucking politician, and she not. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, she's the change we need. I'm like, she's in the fucking White House now. She's the most powerful number 2 in the world. Oh, she's the change we need. She ain't changing shit. She ain't been not changing shit. She been not changing shit. But she the change we need. Oh boy. That's wild. And every step of the way, they just copying Donnie T's 2016 and 2020 playbook. The price of prescription drugs. Donnie T did that shit in 2020. Joe Biden reversed it February 1st, 2021. I don't agree with the vaccine at all, not one step of the way. But they try to take advantage. They try to take credit. Oh, we pushed out the vaccine in record time. 1 million people took at least one dose before Donnie T was out of office. Hate it or love it. Now she want to be strong on the border. The minute Joe Nicholslick got in office, he reversed the XL and Keystone pipeline. All those jobs lost. David Venn, you want to talk about laws that benefited the workers? They lost hella jobs when the Biden-Harris administration came in. Unemployment was at a record low with Donald Trump. Donald Trump reversed the 94 crime bill. He made a tax plan that benefited 91% of the lower middle class. He did the right to try, which keep my father alive. With the right to try. He cut all the red tape that which the Biden-Harris administration pledges to do. He already did this shit. He cut all the red tape for business for people to open businesses, for small businesses to be opened a lot easier. Nicholas Slick gets in office, he reverses that shit. Not only does he reverse that shit, he hires 87,000 IRS agents to come after y'all asses for $1. You think I'm playing? That whole Cash App shit, where if you get over a certain amount, they want to know about it. I know people right now. I know at least 3 people, right? A couple of them with the football team, where parents were sending the money to the Cash App so that we could buy the kids fucking socks. Fucking socks. Here, just send me the money through Cash App. I'm going to order the socks. Not me, but, one of the team administrators. Got flagged because it was over a certain amount of fucking money. And they want to tax the person on the money that's being used to buy the socks. It's just easy for the parents to send this shit through Cash App. Because don't nobody carry cash no more. Man, you can't say this shit a ruse when you know people who's affected by the change, yo. How you say it's a ruse? I benefited. My father fucking benefited from the tax plan. Not to mention, they just fucking threw other hurdles in making in creating an LLC. This is under the Biden administration. But people want 4 more years of this bullshit. They want 4 more years of this shit. Donald Trump said he's going to get rid of Social Security. It fucking should go. Social Security needs to be overhauled and revamped. It needs to fucking be demolished and restarted, because ain't none of us in this chat right here, unless you over 65, going to see any Social Security. Right now, they just stealing from us. But back to my original question. It's not the fact that if Donnie T can win or not. It's the fact that if they're going to allow him to win. That's my question. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Are they going to allow him to fucking win come November? I think we're going to see some of the most underhanded shit we've ever seen. I think we're going to start to see shit that make 2020 look like fucking 2001 recount. I'm going to say it again. I said it before. Donnie T, you better tuck your chain and guard your grill. They coming for you, bro. They coming for you. There's no doubt in my mind that, what's his name? Judge Merchan? Is that his name? He going to try to put Donnie T in jail. He going to try to put Donnie T in jail. He going to try to put the cuffs on him, and they going to take him to Rikers. I think they're preparing for that shit. And that shit is just around the corner. You're right, though. They've been shipping jobs overseas. The shits was coming back, though, on the Donnie T. It was coming back. They came back. That's why unemployment was at an all-time low, because companies was having an incentive to come back to America, because not only did he threatened the shit out of them, but he was able to lower the corporate tax, which Joe Nicholslick then fucking raised the corporate tax, which forced companies to then leave and take their business back overseas. I get tired of calling fucking T-Mobile and talking to fucking Indians. I get tired of this shit. I'm like, can I get an American on the line, please? And I don't blame these companies for leaving. You got to be able to compete. But motherfuckers like Kamala Harris, they going to make it hard for those companies. Those people that really, really hold like a lot of job, like, have the potential to hire a lot of people. Think about it with her price gouging bullshit. Think about that shit with her price gouging bullshit. Oh, we're gonna put a cap on produce or whatever, on food. Okay, go ahead and put that cap on the market and watch the shortage happen. Watch the shortages happen. If you force that communistic shit onto these companies who gotta pay the bills. It costs more to do business because of the inflation. The inflation is the problem, not price gouging. It costs for them to fucking produce it, and it costs for them to deliver it to the market. So that extra cost gets passed on to the consumer because of inflation, not price gouging. So you put a cap on the market, right, on groceries. Now these companies that produce the groceries, because they can't afford to do business, they're going to have to start cutting somewhere. Then we're going to start to see the food shortages. Then we're going to start to see one bag of chicken breast per customer. One gallon of milk per customer. 1 carton of eggs per customer. We're going to start to see that until it's just, damn, you're going to go to the grocery store. We ain't going to get an egg shipment for like another couple of weeks. We're not going to get a milk shipment for another couple of weeks. This shit's crazy. But this is what people want to vote for. They want to vote for change. Oh, the price of energy is a huge inflation factor. We were energy independent until Nicholson got in office. Now, boom, look at us. Look at us. We were dependent on Saudi Arabia, and Joe Nicholson was ready to suck some fucking Saudi Arabian and Iran dick just to get some fucking oil when we got the shit here. He shut down the pipelines that we were using. What? That's fucking crazy. Let's not cook dinner at home. Let's go eat out every fucking night. We got food in the house that we can cook. But no, let's go to Ruth's Chris every fucking night. Now we fucking broke. Bread lines and toilet paper lines. I see bread lines now. When I took my son to practice tonight, there was a bread line on Reisterstown Road in Church Lane. Is it Church Lane? Church something. It's a little church right there. And it was a fucking long ass line of people waiting to get their food. That shit there on Saturdays too. Going to my dad's house is another church right there, bread line. They get their little box of food. Y'all heard Uncle Hotep talk about it. They get a little box of food and provisions and then they go home. That shit is going to be in full effect if that fucking market cap bullshit starts to happen. But this is what, she's going to bring in change. Okay. Where the fuck that change been for 3 years? 4 years? Where's it been? Now you want to get strong on the border after they done let 10 million undocumented illegals in here? Some whom which are in Colorado right now, kicking people out of their apartments and extorting good American citizens for their resources so they can live? You about women's reproductive rights. What about the women getting raped, right? What about women's rights? The women's getting raped by these illegal citizens, illegal aliens coming through the border. A lot of shit happening here in Maryland. A lot of MS-13 here in Maryland that ain't supposed to be here. Happens in New York. What about that shit? But she's supposed to be for all this shit. Now she's for this shit because it's election year. But her ass was sitting there fucking twiddling her thumbs at the fucking Naval Observatory chilling until her fucking name got called up. That's crazy. There was no meat. I'm waiting for that too. They're gonna fuck around and tell us hunters that we can't hunt no more. They're gonna fucking poison the fucking deer or something. They already got fucking zombie deer disease. Deer zombie disease. What the fuck that shit's called? Deers be looking crazy. Fuck around, put us in jail for shooting a goddamn doe to feed the family. This shit wild, Joe. This shit wild. Shit gonna get a lot weirder and a lot wilder, guys. Come the next month and a half. Oh yeah, Lyme disease. Yeah, that shit came from Plum Island, right? Lyme disease was made in Plum Island, allegedly. YouTube. Yep. Lyme disease was made in Plum Island. It was like it was a part of germ warfare. It's part of germ warfare, using bugs to fucking kill the enemy, disable the enemy, including mosquitoes, which we're seeing again. Now they got some national emergency, not for only fucking monkeypox, but for some new malaria or some new fucking mosquito disease now. I'm shocked they ain't pulled that one out their back pocket yet, trying to put us on lockdown. So I read an article, Dr. Fauci is sick with some new mosquito disease. What? He what? Oh my gosh. No. Because if you eat the deer, you kill, I'm sure most deer that we harvest got Lyme disease or some shit, but as long as you cook the shit, you good. I ain't sick. I ain't got no Lyme. But if you get bit by one of the ticks that came off the deer, then yeah. But, you cook the deer and all that other good shit, make sure that shit cook right, you ain't gonna catch no Lyme disease. It's just like with hogs, right? With wild boar, right? They carry hepatitis allegedly. But if you cook the fucking meat like you're supposed to, you don't catch that shit. But I'm sure you can get bloodborne illnesses from a lot of shit. Yeah, his own, man. It's probably some shit he done fucking created, and he was like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dizzle DK for the one gifted sub. I appreciate you. You guys have no idea how much the subs help. You know what I mean? I want to be able to, spruce up the studio and some more stuff, man. But yeah, it's get a new camera. You know what I mean? Oh man, but I don't know, guys. It's going to be interesting because they're not going to allow it. They're going to try everything in their power to not allow him to win. They already tried to shoot him. I wouldn't put it past them that they try to shoot him again, or they're able to lock him up in fucking Rikers, and then some Epstein shit happens where the fucking lights go out and the cameras don't work, and they got fucking part-time COs that never been in that part of the wing before working, and one of them falls asleep, and Donnie T gets hung by a fucking shoestring from the bottom bunk or some shit like that. That's what they want. Oh, he doesn't need his Secret Service. We got enough. We got enough detail for him. People back home in Africa who are saying the mosquitoes got something they haven't seen before. Yeah. A lot of it's coming out of the Congo. Interesting, right? Ain't that where Ebola came from? It came from the Congo. You're right, Melinda. I shouldn't say and put it out there, guys. You're right. Speak love and light. Donnie T is going to overcome it. And I'm not out here saying that he's here to save civilization, right? If there's a better option, then I'd be like, all right, this guy's a better option. But this is what we got to work with. And Donnie T did a fucking bang up job when he was in office. I don't care what nobody says. People be sitting there like, he did a fucking bang up job. Even with the fucking Cove base. What's up, DMW? Even with the code base and shit, I think he did a fucking fantastic job considering what he was given. That's just me. Not to say that there isn't somebody out there who may be better. I'm just saying it ain't fucking Kamala. Funny part is Tim Walz hit some of his family coming out against him and in support of Donald Trump. What? I read that today. I was like, hey, yo, that's wild. I mean, I guess not everybody in his family a dumbass. Tim Walz, people in his family are coming out against him, but not only coming out against him, they're coming out for Donnie T. How about that? Now, if I was, if I had the pull, I'd be trying to get an interview with some of these family members and hear what they got to say. Spill the tea. That day in Baker happened for a reason, a miracle. Yeah. He being looked after. He definitely protected. He on the right side of things. There was definitely some divine intervention that day. Did I change from being independent? No. I'm still unaffiliated. I am still unaffiliated. I just know I ain't voting for Kamala. Hello, this is Demi with Microsoft. Yeah, yo, that's how it be. I be mad. Like, come on, yo. But I don't know. It's gonna get a lot weirder, people. It's gonna get a lot weirder. These kids, that were killed yesterday, 2 teachers that were killed yesterday. That shit is tragic. The 9 other kids or the 9 other people that are injured that's in the hospital, that shit is sad. But you gotta ask the questions. People's like, oh, we don't got time for the conspiracy theories. Okay, you can go to jail on conspiracy. So you should probably listen to them. And probably listen to the people that's been batting 1,000 when it comes to them. We got a kid that nobody ever seen before in the neighborhood. Goes to school that he never been to, allegedly. Manages to get a AR-15. I'm assuming it's a full-length AR-15. Into the school somehow. Don't even understand that. Like I said, let's see. See how long this fucking gun is? Huh? See how long this gun is? That is a 16-inch AR-10. That's a 16-inch AR-15. Even if you break it down, again, even if you break it down, the barrel and stuff is still too long for an average book bag. Nobody seen it? Nobody seen that shit? Then you got reports of multiple shooters. I don't know how true that is, but you got those reports coming from students, allegedly. Multiple shooters. Then the kid name is Colt Gray. That's the most on-the-nose name I've ever heard. Montoya just gifted a sub. I appreciate you, Montoya. Colt Gray. And I'll be shocked if we see his gun and it's a fucking Colt AR-15 with a Colt lower. Bruh. Oh my God. Shoots and kills what appears to be a black kid with autism and a Spanish kid. Which would make sense because when the sheriff said that hate will not be tolerated here. Name sound like code for an operation. Right. I can't fit a full size AR in a regular backpack. Even if I break it down, I can't fit in a regular backpack. Shit's wild, guys. Things are going to start to get weirder. It's going to let you know that. So keep your head on the swivel. Right? Now you got rumors of the dollar may get a lot weaker because I think the Fed is about to start lowering rates. And once they start lowering rates, it's going to lower the strength of the dollar. So, guys, if you ain't been a prepper, learn that shit. But learn to can and fucking and vacuum seal, and learn how to grow some veggies and shoot a fucking rabbit, skin a deer, skin and quarter. You got to learn these things, guys, because you may have to depend on yourself to feed yourself and your family. Shout out to Senator Lowkey, because me and the Senator Lowkey supposed to start a podcast on prepping. We're going to bring on experts and shit like that. Because we got to know it. You got to know it, guys. You never know when shit might hit the fan. It ain't got to be a lights out scenario. It could be a natural disaster. It could be a fucking 2 weeks to slow the spread happening. That's if you survive the nukes. I might not survive the nukes. I'm too fucking close to DC. I don't know what's going to happen. John Teeter. I used to say John Titer, but John Teeter. I like that story. How many people think John Titer was a real person? It's a really interesting story. Came back to get an IBM part and take it back to the future. Trump shooter rifle is probably the same fucking rifle. They just rinse, wash, repeat. Hey, here you go. Use it for the next op. Oh my gosh. Matt Earth said he's gonna become a warlord in the wasteland. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting, guys. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. What's the Ravens score? Sitting here talking shit, and I don't even know what the Ravens score is. Let me see. Y'all gonna stop talking about Lamar Jackson, yo. Lamar Jackson is damn. We down by 7. It's 106. Who got the ball? Oh, Ravens got the ball. It's 106 in the fourth quarter. It's 106 in the fourth quarter. The Ravens got the ball. Hopefully they can march downfield and tie this shit up. We gonna see. 2nd and 3 on Baltimore 48. Oh shit. We gonna find out. They got the ball. I don't know. We got to find out. Oh shit. 42 seconds. Now they on Kansas City's 48. Uh-oh. They marching. They marching. I would like to show y'all the game, but we can't because copyright and all that other shit. Let the Ravens call the timeout. Let the Ravens call the timeout. Yo, Kansas City, they're a powerhouse show. You can't take nothing from Kansas City. You can't take nothing from Kansas City. 35 seconds left. Oh shit. They're on the Kansas City 10. Come on, y'all can get it in there. March that shit in there. I ain't heard my wife stomping around upstairs yet. I ain't heard the wife marching around upstairs yet. Second and goal on the Kansas City 10. Come on, y'all got to march that shit in there, y'all. I'm sitting there looking at this shit, refreshing. Yo, the refs was wild, yo. The refs was calling like illegal formation. I'm like, what illegal formation? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, come on, yo. Illegal formation. Like, y'all some bullshit. Wide house for okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I need to do the same thing. I mean, I got it, but I want to put an outlet somewhere else too as well. I got an outlet that I can hook a generator to. That'll help me out. Oh, that way I can backfeed the house. Better be a warrior and a gardener than a gardener in a war. Hey. Yeah, Casey did have some. I was watching, like, come on, couple holding calls he didn't call. All right, there's 10 seconds left for 2nd and goal on Kansas City 10. They gotta march that shit in there. Tie this shit up. Tie it up. Let's make the first game of the season a fucking barn burner. Electrician added a switch so I don't blow up the block on on the back feed. Yeah, you gotta be real careful when you put them outlets in. You gotta be real careful when you do that shit. Like, I know you gotta turn off all the breakers, every last one of the breakers. Plug in the generator, hit the main, and then you turn on the outlets that you need to use. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. Let's see what we got going on here. I guess somebody has some timeouts or they spiked the ball or something. Oh, likely took a shot. Likely been doing all right. 3rd and goal. Oh shit! Come on, come on, Ravens. We got the touchdown. We got the touchdown, Joe Beard. This shit's slow where I'm at. Oh, likely got the TD. Oh man, I gotta watch this and I can't. Hold on. Under review.
He's going to have to make this call, but it looks like that toe's on the line.
Oh,
Terry.
come on. That's a touchdown.
The right toe's on the line. It's
don't
out
do
of
that.
bounds.
No.
This is going to be reversed to an incomplete pass.
No, that is come on.
Goodness.
Ain't no way.
A toe.
No.
By
no,
a toe,
no,
the
no,
opener
no.
looks like it'll go to
Nah,
the Chiefs.
yo,
'Cause this will be game over.
That's touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's bullshit.
Showing the replay up on the big screen now that you're watching here at home.
Nah, you gotta
Unbelievable
give
look
him
down the
that.
line
You
there.
gotta
Gives
give him that.
That definitive look you're looking for.
The NBC camera crew is unbelievable, and the Ravens wish they were a little less.
And then you're going to hear this crowd go crazy with the call from Sean Hockley.
Come on, don't reverse this, y'all. Don't reverse this,
The
y'all.
runner's toe hit out of bounds.
Oh,
It's an incomplete pass.
come on, yo.
The game is over. Kansas City has won.
Come on.
7-20. The Chiefs win on opening
Yo.
by a toe.
Stop.
That's 10-yard line. 10 seconds. Ravens trying to tie it. Jackson sliding up, throwing end zone, incomplete. Flowers was wide open. Oh man.
Turn.
Oh, that's on the line, isn't it?
Come on, yo.
Terry McCauley's going to have to make this call, but it looks like that toe's on the line, Terry.
Come on,
I
yo.
agree completely. The right toe's on the line. It's out of bounds. This is going to be reversed to an incomplete pass.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, come on. Y'all see
That's
that shit?
a toe.
Whatever controller can be playing
The
the
opener
game.
looks like it'll go to the Chiefs
Bruh.
because this will be game over.
Right.
Showing the replay up on the big screen.
That's wild.
Now, and you're watching here at home.
That's wild.
Unbelievable look down the line there. Gives you that definitive look you're looking for.
Damn,
the NBC camera crew is
It was a hell of a game, though. It was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game. Damn. Montoya said that was in. After copyright strike. They already fucking demonetized me for the most part. Like, and it's not the stream not monetized because YouTube keep demonetizing me. NFL claim it, then I'll just cut it out later. Oh my gosh, yo. That's a bad fucking call, yo. Your Broncos gonna soften them up. This toe was damn, yo. That's wild. That's wild, man. The very tip of the fucking cleat. The very tip of the cleat, yo. That's crazy. Anyway, guys. That's all I got for you. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome, guys. Also, follow me over on Kick, guys. If you're not on Kick, go over on Kick. That's the best way to watch us, especially if we get the fucking ban hammer from YouTube. I'll be over on Kick and Rumble doing my thing. Hit the follow button. And for a cup of coffee a month, hit the subscribe button to help, support the cause, man. Because without you guys, this wouldn't be happening. Anyway, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. And don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. I'll holler at you.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.